Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. We're here with the City of Calgary's update on the critical water main repair affecting citywide water usage. Today we're joined by Director of Capital Priorities and Investment, Francois Bouchard. We'll hear from him and we'll take your questions. As a reminder, we will be broadcasting live streams this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. So now I'll pass things off to Director Bouchard. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry, and good afternoon. Today, I'm happy to share that repairs continue to proceed well and that our updated timeline for the end of water restrictions remains the same. If all goes according to plan, we expect to return to normal water use and lift all outdoor water restrictions over the weekend of September 21st and 22nd. Yesterday's water use continued to remain in the green zone at 473 million litres. I want to thank all Calgarians who have been doing everything they can to save water. With the lower water demand yesterday, the operations team was able to perform some needed maintenance at both plants. I want to stress that even as we complete repairs and reopen roads, we need everyone to help save water until the feeder main is back in service. Keeping water demand at or below 485 million litres, as we have achieved over the past couple of days, helps us refill underground storage reservoirs and allows for crucial preventative maintenance to avoid major failures at the plant. The city teams and contractors have been working around the clock to support an efficient and safe repair. Their progress and dedication to getting this work done as quickly as possible has been outstanding. I would like to remind you that even though construction looks finished, we still have a few more steps before the feeder main is fully operational. Restoring water service involves 3 key steps: filling the pipe, testing, and stabilizing. Each step takes some time to complete before we can fully return to service. We have worked in collaboration with our regulators, Alberta Health Services and Alberta Environment and Protected Areas to understand whether we needed the additional step of flushing. Because they were in agreement that this was not necessary, we have been able to take one step out of the process that we had during the initial repairs in June. Though we may not have flushing activity, running water through hydrants and a drain location is part of this process to help clean sediment out of the water. Our crew will be present to monitor progress and take water samples to ensure that water remains safe for consumption. Once again, thank you for your efforts to save water. We ask that you keep up your efforts for just a few more days until the feeder main is fully back in service. I would like to now provide an update on the construction. At 33rd Avenue Northwest and Shoaldice Park, which includes repair sites 1 through 4, we continue to make progress on backfilling and paving. And at sites 1, we're preparing to start paving. We are continuing to pave at sites 2 and 3. We're also starting to repair curbs and gutters. Depending on the weather, we anticipate opening the road east of 83rd Street over the weekend. We anticipate reopening 33rd Avenue west of 83rd Street next week. Repair work is complete at Shoaldice. You may see a localized lane closure on 16th Avenue as the crews remove the Jersey barriers on the shoulder. At Site 5, which is located at 33rd Avenue Northwest at 86th Street, excavation is complete at the final segment on 33rd Avenue Northwest. Rebar installation continues and will be followed by concrete pouring. Backfilling is in progress on the other 2 segments at Site 5. At 16th Avenue, where sites 6 through 8 are located, preparation continues for paving at all 3 sites on 16th Avenue Northwest today, with the installation of road gravel. Paving work will follow. We anticipate removing current construction detours and opening 16th Avenue by Monday, September 16th. 16th Avenue will still require some localized lane closures to accommodate bringing the feeder main back into service. Once again, thank you. We deeply appreciate everyone's efforts to reduce water use during this time. It won't be long until we have normal water service again, and the water team is thankful for everything you are doing to save water. I will now turn it over to Sherry to field questions from the media.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, I guess just for in layman's terms, if you could just discuss how things are going to look for opening up 16th Avenue to regular traffic. Is it starting Monday? And sort of go through that process again.
Absolutely. So we anticipate completing the paving and being able to reopen 16th Avenue by removing detours. Now, during the filling process, we still need to have access to some of our air valves on the feeder main, and therefore there will be some localized lane closures, but for the most part, 16th Avenue will be reopened on Monday.
Any other questions? Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix from City News. Francois, you had mentioned that the filling the pipe, testing, and stabilizing are the final 3 stages or steps for this pipe. We done? Is that it? Are we finally putting a cap on this and saying, okay, let's pack up, boys, we're going home?
So thanks for the question, and we are done with those 21 sites, those 21 pipe segments that needed repairs. We do have some additional locations. We have 2 repair sites near Parkdale that we will be doing later on this year. End of October, early November is when we anticipate doing this work. We'll be able to share some additional information on that work next week. So are we done? No. And then we also have some medium-term work that we have to do to ensure that we have redundancy within the system. And part of that work is rehabilitation of the whole feeder main, as well as advancing the work for the North Calgary servicing feeder main that goes north, and then the south feeder main that will be going south from the plant, and those will provide long-term redundancy to our system to accommodate growth of the city, as well as ensuring that we don't get the kind of impact that we've seen this year.
Are you suggesting there might be more water restrictions down the road?
So we don't anticipate any need for water restrictions in November when we do the next 2 repairs. And part of the planning work that we're doing right now is looking at how we can minimize the impacts as we continue that medium-term work.
Thank you.
And as far as Glenmore, the Glenmore facility is concerned, it's an older facility. It's been carrying a huge load the last couple of months. What does it look like for the future of that facility, and is there more work that has to be done to sort of back that up?
Yeah, so both the medium and longer term plans that we have will provide some needed relief to the Glenmore water treatment plant by giving us more redundancy within the system. The plant itself is in good shape right now. We are able to do the preventative maintenance that's necessary. And there's always capital maintenance work that we do at both of the plants during the normal course of business that we do. But we're very happy with the current condition of the plant. And with Calgarians' help, we'll get through this next week. And then we'll be able to lift the restrictions and get back to normal operations.
Anyone else? All right, thank you very much. We'll be live streaming Saturday, Sunday. See you at 2.
Thank you.